Yo, essentialism. Guys, we were talking about something that had been holding me back for so freaking long, and I was not able to see this. This is a super important topic and a super important idea. And this is the idea of self-image. How you are imagining yourself. What do you think of yourself? What do you believe you are? And so this is a super underrated concept, and for most of the people this is something that is a subject of some voodoo and some bullshit, but in reality this truly makes or breaks the deal. Let me tell you the example. So a few months ago, I'm this broke motherfucker, so don't get me wrong, I tried building businesses for more than 2 years, or even 3 years. I started back when I was 17, I was checking how can I make money online and stuff like that, so I stumbled across dropshipping and all of these sort of things. So I've been trying for a long, super long time. But I've not been able to make any kind of money, like to see it on my bank account and to be able to eat out with a girl or with the boys, to just really truly feel and enjoy that I can go to vacation. Not that I can go ahead and buy a new apartment or something, but I just have the money to sustain myself, so I can buy nice clothes, or I can just go ahead and then do whatever the fuck I want to do because I have the necessary amount of money, reasonable and necessary amount of money. And so I never had that. I never been able to do that. And so up until quite recently I decided that, you know what, fuck this shit and I will make my own money. So what happened is pretty much I started making money, and with this trajectory I'm making 10k a month. This is my shit. And so what I came to realize is that the most important thing from here came that my self-image matters. My self-image matters the most. And so I had a very nice comparison with my parents. I went back home last week, and so I had this comparison, and I've been able to really truly see and understand the mindset I'm coming from. And that mindset is that, we have to check which gas station we are putting gas in the tank, because gas, it depends, because gas is a lot of money. This guy is super cool because he's driving a new BMW whilst we are driving this old car. This is good to have all this used clothes, because this is good because we got it for free. And all of the conversation is all about, you can just hear the voices. We cannot do that. This is cheap. This is good because this is cheap. This is price effective. We can get a good deal out of it. And this is the whole mindset. Like I truly came to understand, and I truly been able to embrace the difference between the mindset shift that had to happen in order for me to be able to get to another level. And so that was basically shifting from me thinking of myself that I'm broke, I'm this sort of person, I can only make this amount of money and I'm shooting for this amount of money a month, to the person who is making 10k a month. A person who will make $1 million next year. You understand me? Because there's a true underlying shift inside yourself that has to occur. Because first you have to see and you have to believe, and you have to truly understand that you are able to do that. And so when you're seeing here, then you can truly be able to manifest it. And this is not some voodoo bullshit, because as I started to shift my mindset, as I truly been able to shift how I thinking about money and how am I thinking about myself and my wealth, I've been able to realize a lot of beliefs that had been holding me back. For example, I have to suffer and I have to work hard to get money. I'm not that kind of person, and I'm somehow attached to a story which has this protagonist who has to sacrifice a lot and has to go through a tough time to get the money. And after at the end of the story, this guy gets the money, etc., etc. And I've been fortunate enough to have a very nice conversation with my mother and also with my father too. And I've been able to realize so many patterns that are holding me back. We cannot do that. We are not those kind of people. And again, another example from my mother, for example, it's like, I've been working hard for 31 years now and I still do not have money. This is the mindset. This is the mindset shift. Do you understand? Like, here's one concept. I do not have money. I have to get a safe job. This is my maximum amount of money. This is the lifestyle I'm living. And this is the place where you're creating everything, inside your head. Like, like I can, with this amount of money, I'm only this type of person. I can make this amount of money and I can buy this kind of stuff with this amount of money, and etc. Like all this stuff. And so on the other hand, you just truly come to realize that, if I'm making 10K, I can just simply go ahead and eat out whenever the fuck I want, or I can just go ahead and buy a new car if I truly want to, and just, do whatever I want, and I can become like a truly different person. But that also requires me to get rid of a lot of my self-identity. And this is a hard part. So this is super hard because I at the same time have to get rid of my self-identity of being this broke boy who has this story, who has suffered. And because it's easy to stick with a mindset. It's easy to stick with a reality because you already tried it out, you already figured it out. And the other thing I also found super important in this topic is taking responsibility. Because when you're taking 100% responsibility and when you're facing yourself every single day, you're facing your mistakes, you're facing your failures, you're facing your desires, and you're facing what you truly want to do, then you can get to the place where you understand that, wait a minute, I'm not this person, like what I'm telling to myself is not true actually. And for me, it was quite a long journey until I've been able to understand that what I'm holding here in my head will be manifested. Because if I'm thinking of some of myself that, okay, I just want to get through the month, it's good, I will just get a job, and guess what, like this will occupy my mind, this will occupy my mind space, and I'll be focusing my attention and my energy there. You can build up $1 billion enterprise, you can build up $1 billion per month business, you can build up a healthy body, you can do whatever the freaking hell you want, because you have the opportunity to do that. But wherever you're focusing your attention and wherever you're focusing your energy to, that's what you will get. This is why a homeless person is getting the homeless results, because he's living in this fear and he's just used to it, and he accepts about himself that he's a homeless person. On the other hand, the wealthy person who makes $1 million deals a day, he lives in that reality. And if you're internalizing this belief system and this reality and this new self-image and this new self-belief, then you will get to the point when you will be manifesting it, because you understand it and you are opening up your eyes towards the possibilities. Because you must understand that all this world, everything that we've been able to create, has in the very first place been the creation of the imagination. And so after we are able to imagine a nice building, a nice car, a new venture, after that we are able to manifest it in reality, materialistically. But you have to understand that first you have to believe it here, and first you have to form yourself to that. And so this is what happened to me, and this is how I'm changing my life, because now I have to reframe, I can eat out. What? I can buy a cab. What? I can buy a new bike. What? I can buy a new guitar. And I'm like, fuck this shit, man. Like this is it. Like this is my new reality. And you must understand this. You freaking must understand this. This is the reality, and this is what is happening, and this is what is holding you back. The same thing goes true for your relationships and for your health. So internalize it. Just look inside yourself and see what are your beliefs. Even start writing them out, like, okay, I'm this type of person, I am this type of person, and just write about yourself. And so you can understand yourself, because after you've been able to truly understand yourself, then you will see that you're a biased creature, and you see that reality is highly subjective. And so reality is what we are creating it to be. And so you have to understand yourself. This is not an easy process. This is not an overnight process, but you have to start understanding yourself, how you see yourself, because this is the core underlying place for everything, for growth, for personal growth. So guys, whatever you're thinking of yourself, whatever you're thinking that money is bad, having a nice healthy body is good or bad, or what is your story, like what you're telling yourself. I am a broke person because of, what is your story? So understand your story, guys, and the best way to do that is to write it out, to talk with people, and be super aware of yourself, like how you are talking about yourself. And man, understand yourself, because without that you will not be able to get to the next level. So this is the thing. This is how you can truly change. This is not easy. This is not super fast. Sometimes it requires a lot of work with yourself, and a lot of self-discipline, self-belief, but it's worth it. It's worth it, guys. You have to understand. You must understand yourself. This is the most powerful thing. So man, go ahead and listen to yourself. What is your story? What is your bullshit story? Everyone has a bullshit story. Understand them and overcome them. This is your job.